Hey good people, welcome back to Money's Book List. So, I'm doing this unusual tag and I'm calling it Have You, or sorry, not Have You, Are You Gonna Read That or Watch That? So let me give you some backstory. So, I'm not saying this is a new tag, I'm just saying it's new to me. The way I'm doing it is new to me, so I'm not claiming anything except that I'm doing it in this fashion. So as we know, backstory is that as we know, there's tons of movies slash TV shows based off books. And I know for me, sometimes I watch the book, I watch the movie or the TV show before I read the book, or I read the book and then watch the TV show and you want to fight. Because the TV show isn't as good or the movie isn't good. And so what I've done is I've picked 50 movies that I've either watched a movie based off of a book that I haven't read that book, or I've read the book but haven't watched a TV series or a movie. And I'm gonna pick 10 out of the 50, and try to convince myself to put at least 3 of them on my TBR to read by the end of the year. So I did create a few prompts. This tag is more of just a conversation really about movies. So it's just like grabbing and having a conversation. But I did create some prompts. The first prompt is, did you watch or read the book? Did you watch the movie or read the book? The second one is, if you read the book or watched the movie, would you do the other? There's also movies in here that I haven't, or books and a movie that is based off a book that I haven't read possibly. If I haven't read it, I haven't read the book or watched the movie, which would I do first, basically? That's the fourth prompt, is which would I do first? So, and then I'm actually challenging myself to one thing, and that is to put 3 out of the 10. If I get to 10, I'm hoping to get to 10, trying to keep this under 15 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. Out of the 10, put 3 on my TBRs until the end of the year. So I think 3, and I think we have 5 months left in this year. Is that right? August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, so 5 months to read 3 of the books out of here. I don't think that's a huge challenge for me, but some of this stuff I don't really want to read. So let's get started. Let's see. And there's a lot in here. It's 50, like I said. All right, so I'm going to pick 2 at a time. So I picked the Stepford Wives by, I'm going to say you pronounce it, because if it was a girl, it'd be Ira. No, it's Ira Levine. I've watched the movie with Bette Midler, and then Dumpling. So here's the thing. I did watch Dumpling on Netflix. I enjoyed Dumpling. Netflix is doing this really cool thing where I don't know Dumpling. I think Dumplings is technically set in today's time, but they're giving it that feel of the 80s movies that I grew up with, like 16 Candles. They did a whole bunch of movies like that. They did To All the Boys I Loved Before, The Kissing Booth, and what was the other movie they did? Sierra Bridges is a Loser. So yes, they did all those kind of 80 throwbacks, and this is one of them, Dumplings. And then Stepford Wives, of course, is a movie with Bette Midler, what's his name, Matthew Broderick, and Nicole Kidman. So both of these, I've watched the movie and I have not read the book. So out of these 2, which would I read? I would read both of them, actually. I think one was written in the 80s. I think Stepford Wives was written in the 80s, and I think Dumplings was written in like 2017 or 18. So yeah, I would read these books, and I'm more nervous to read Dumpling than I am to read Stepford Wives, because the movie was okay. It wasn't like spectacular, but I really liked the movie Dumpling. So yeah, so one of the 2 of these are in the running. So I think there's a second book coming out. I think it's called Puddin' or Pumpkin. It's about the other plus size girl in the movie or the book. All right, so I have The Kitchen by Ali Masters and Ming Doyle. This is actually a graphic novel, and this is a new movie coming out with Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, and the young lady from Handmaid's Tales, and The Shining by Stephen King. So here's the thing. There's a hell of a lot of Stephen King in here. Stephen King is probably one of the best well-known published authors, and he has a lot of movies based off of his books. Like, so The Shining is one of them. So out of the two of these, again, I've watched these movies. I haven't. Well, okay, I haven't watched this movie and I haven't read the book or the graphic novel. Out of the two of these, I would most likely read this graphic novel and watch this movie. I've watched this movie. I'm not a big fan of The Shining, and I have no interest in reading much from Stephen King because he scares me. I don't have anything. I don't have a problem with Stephen King. I just the content in this book scares me. So yeah. I think okay. So we have we almost have our 3 right there. So was that 4? All right. So I have 2 more here. I grabbed. Oh my God, there's so many Stephen King in here. All right. So we have It by Stephen King, and we have Hidden Figures by Margaret Lee Shutterly. So I watched the movie Hidden Figures, and I have watched it from back in the day with Tim Curry. I think that's his name, as what's his name? Pennywise or something. Again, I'm not gonna read it. It first of all is hella big. Second of all, I'm not good with scary stuff with adults. I'm especially not good with it with children. So, and here's the thing with me with oh my God, this is gonna get me in so much trouble. I enjoyed this movie. It is an important movie, but I am not interested in reading this book at all. At all. At all. I'm just not. And not because of like some like political reason. More of just I don't want to be angry. Yeah, I don't want to be angry. So I'll just say that. God dang it. Okay, so we have Shawshank Redemption by Stephen King. And we have The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. Again, this is an upcoming movie, so I haven't seen the movie. It's a young adult book. And then we have Shawshank Redemption by Stephen King. So, and this, of course, I've seen the movie. I haven't read the book in this either. I don't want to see the movie, and I'm okay if I never read the book. The Sun is Also a Star. Shawshank Redemption. Got it. The movie it's hard for me to watch. I don't want to tell anybody's business. That's not mine and my family's, but it's hard for me to watch it. I'm not comfortable with the content. I'm not comfortable with prison. I'm not comfortable with this movie, and so I'm definitely not interested in reading the book. So yeah. So how many is that? That's 3. I don't even know where I am. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wow, we're almost at 10. That's all right. So it's at 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep, this is 10. All right. God dang it. Okay. All right. So we have Carrie Stephen King, and No Country for Old Men. I think his name is going to be pronounced Cormac McCarthy. I haven't seen the movie and I haven't read the book. I've read enough about the movie itself to know that I wouldn't be terribly interested in watching this movie or in reading this book. I watched Carrie, and I haven't read the book. I'm not interested in reading the book, and I thought the movie was done really well, and it was cool. I really enjoyed it, but I'm not interested in reading. Again, I'm not interested in reading much about Stephen King. So I have a few more minutes. I'm gonna go until I can't go anymore. Okay. So then we have Race to Witch Mountain by Alexander Key, and we have The ABC Murders by Agatha Christie. Okay, so this is a very old YA book. This is genuine. I would say this is more teenager, not technically YA. I don't know. I have a really big problem with the term YA because, anyway, I'm not. I've watched this movie. I'm not interested in reading the book. Um, the ABC Murders by Agatha Christie. I watched it on Amazon Prime with John Malkovich. I enjoyed it. It was good. And I'm down to read anything by Agatha Christie. So yeah. So I'll put this over here in this pile. All right. So we'll do two more after this, and then we'll call it it. All right. So To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han, and Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. So here's the thing. I have not seen this TV series. It is on Amazon Prime. I am not interested in reading the book or watching the movie. And then To All the Boys I've Loved Before, again by Jenny Han. I have watched the movie, I have watched the movie on Netflix. I'm not interested in reading the book because I just enjoyed the movie, and I don't want to take the experience of watching the movie. So I'm not interested in reading the book. All right. Okay. So two more I said. Let me get some good ones. No Stephen King. All right. Oh, I got three. I'm going to do all three. Okay. The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston. And I don't think I have his last name there. And then I have Stand By Me by Stephen King. And I have Nanny McPhee. I forgot to put the author on here. I think her name is Christina Brand. She's a British author. Now, the funny thing about Nanny McPhee, the actual title of the middle grade novels are called Nurse Matilda. And the reason why it was called Nanny McPhee in the U.S. is because when they were making the movie, they didn't think Americans would take to a title called Nurse Matilda because of the book and other movie called Matilda. I am not interested in reading the middle grade book. The first movie was cute. The second movie probably is okay. But yeah, so I'm not interested in reading that. Stand By Me, good movie. Not interested in reading the book. Phantom of the Opera. Okay, here's a huge secret. You can tell anybody you want to, but if they try to judge me, I will fight them. I have never completely watched any production of The Phantom of the Opera, and I'm definitely not reading the book. I think I'm the only person on this earth who's not watched Phantom of the Opera. I'm trying to get other one here. So there's another one. Sorry. Okay, so two more, I promise. I'm almost done. All right, so I got Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, a.k.a. Cats, and it's by S.T. Eliot. And then Atonement by Ian McEwan. All right, so Atonement, I hated the movie, and because I hated the movie, it would not make me want to watch or read the book. So yeah. So fun fact about Cats. Cats is a collection, or the original book that Cats, the musical Cats, is based off of, is a collection of poems that the author, T.S. Eliot, would write to his grandchildren. And the reason it has this title, Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, is because Old Possum is what the author would call himself to his grandkids. And fun fact about Phantom of the Opera and Cats, the musicals are created by, I don't remember the name of the gentleman, but I think his last name is Webster. I'm probably completely wrong on that. But whoever that gentleman is, he created both musicals because he liked the content of the books, which is weird for me because this is literally like a granddad just making up poems about random things about cats, and it became a musical. That is just amazing. Okay, so I have a ton in here left, and I'm about to hit that 15-minute marker. I wish I could have gotten to some more of these, but there's still a lot of Stephen King. Oh my God, The Girl in the Spider's Web. Okay, there's so many left in here. But if you guys like this, I can do the rest of them or do some more of them. Oh, let me do the challenge. So out of the challenge, I have The ABC Murders, The Kitchen, and Stepford Wives, and Dumpling. Oh, and you know what? I'll put this book of poetry in here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 to pick from, and I promise to put at least 3 of these on my TBR for the remaining part of the year. So I'm not going to chicken out, or I'm not going to bitch out and pick the ABC Murders as one of them, even though I'm going to do it just because I want to read it. I'm going to pick Stepford Wives. I'm going to read that. And I'm going to read Dumpling, even though I don't really want to, because again, just like To All the Boys I Loved Before, I like the movie so much that I feel like it could stand by itself. But why not? And I'm going to read the graphic novel, The Kitchen. So if you don't know what The Kitchen is, if you've seen the commercials for the movie, the previews for the movie, it is about three women who were left to fend for themselves in Hell's Kitchen in the 70s. And it's a graphic novel, and I'm really excited. I probably am going to buy that first. I'm probably going to get a copy of that first. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to read Dumpling. I hope it's as good as the movie. And I hope it's not, they don't do anything crazy and like change, or it's, they did a lot of things to the book, the movie, and make it different than the book. That would make me sad. All right, so I have my 3. I have Dumpling, Stepford Wives, and the graphic novel, The Kitchen. All right, so we kind of went over by 2 minutes, but it's okay. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.